Hey folks, how you doing? Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NHL previews and predictions for a Monday, May 10th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are using a mobile device. All right, let's get to those 9 games in the NHL this evening, and we're going to go back to the well here with the Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Dallas Stars. Now, had a good night yesterday at hockeypicks.com, went 2-0. One of my selections was the Chicago over the Dallas Stars. Now, they're right back at it again this evening. Chicago on a 2-game win streak, and Dallas a minus 141 favorite tonight in Chicago. And looking at the over-under in this game, set at 5.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to go with the Stars here, 3.06, 2.92. The over-under at 5.98. And for the Dallas Stars, their last 4 games have gone over the total. And again, they're coming off a 4-2 loss last night to the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, now the game of the night, this is going to be hopefully they can meet up in the series in the playoffs, because this will be one fantastic series between the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And you know what? Credit to the Tampa Bay Lightning. They had a great season without Kucherov. And Stamkos, late in the season got injured. But this Tampa Bay Lightning team is for real, as we saw last year in the Stanley Cup. They go into tonight against the Florida Panthers, coming off that 5-1 loss in a fight-filled affair. It's going to be a good one tonight in Florida. Minus 125 is the bookmaker's line. Over-under set at 5.5. ATS forecast, computer pick, going to lean with the Bolts here. 3.36. 3.05, the over-under at 6.41. The last 3 games for Tampa Bay have gone over the total. They're on a 2-game losing streak, where Florida Panthers, along with the Pittsburgh Penguins, one of the hottest teams right now, they're on a 5-game win streak, and their last 5 games have gone over the total. The Philadelphia Flyers taking on the New Jersey Devils tonight in Philly. Now, the Flyers are a 152 favorite. Over-under set at 6.5. Bookmakers seen a lot of goals scored in this one, so they look for the goaltenders to get peppered with some pucks tonight. And we do have the Flyers winning this one, 3.47, 2.89, the over-under at 6.36. Flyers coming off that tough loss to the Capitals. Prior to that, they had a really good game against Washington. I think it was like a 6-1 game for the Flyers. And looking at their record on the season, 24-31, where the Devils losing 5-1 in the last game to the Islanders. They are 19-36 on the season. And we do have the Flyers winning this one tonight in Philly. Carolina taking on the Nashville Predators. Now, the Preds winning against the Canes in the last game on Saturday night, 3-1. They go into this one as a home underdog against the Canes. And we do like Carolina to bounce back here in this one. They're on a 2-game losing streak right now, but the computer pick does have Carolina winning 3.39, 2.68, the over-under at 6.07. And looking at the Canes, again, they're on a 2-game losing streak, but they've wrapped up that division, so maybe they might rest some players, and we'll take a look at Brind'Amour's lineup tonight. Vancouver taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Jets loser in the last game to the Ottawa Senators, and that was a 4-2 loss to the Sens, who lost last night to Calgary in a bad scheduling situation, but full credit to the Flames. But into this one, the Jets, a 172 favorite, over-under set at 5.5. ATS forecast, going to lean with the Jets here, 3.3, 2.68 for Vancouver, the over-under at 6.01. Last 2 games for Vancouver have gone over the total. St. Louis Blues coming off a 4-1 loss 2 nights ago against the Vegas Golden Knights. They take on the LA Kings, who lost 3-2 to the Avs in their last game. In fact, LA, last 2 games have gone under the total. They're on a 2-game losing streak, where the St. Louis Blues now on a 3-game losing streak, 24-29 on the season. And for the Kings, 21-32. I had a line of minus 176 here for the St. Louis Blues, so you can tell you do have value here tonight on the Blues. And we'll see if the Blues show up here to snap that 3-game losing streak. Game of the night will be in Vegas between the Colorado Avalanche and the Vegas Golden Knights. Now, the Avs go into this one as a minus 116 price tag. The over-under set at 5.5. Forecast going to go with the home team here, 3.26, 2.54. The over-under at 5.8. Looking at Colorado here on the season, 36-17. Vegas 39-15. Now, Colorado riding a 2-game win streak. The last 3 games have gone under the total. And Vegas also on a 3-game win streak. And the Kogo on tonight's game is at 66%. Again, Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. Tonight at the Bell Center, the Habs are going to host the Edmonton Oilers. Now, Montreal, disappointing loss in their last game Saturday night against the Leafs. They had a 2-0 lead in that game, and they blew it. Like Don Cherry says, right? The worst lead in hockey is 2-0. It's just funny how it works. You get that 2-0 lead, and you sit on it, and then you change your game plan, and you start protecting that lead, and next thing you know, you lose it, right? Now, the Oilers, coming off a 4-3 win in their last game against the Vancouver Canucks. McDavid hitting the 100 mark. And looking at the Oilers tonight, minus 120 is the price tag. The over-under at 5.5. We're going to go with the home team here. Montreal 3.1, Edmonton 2.9, the over-under at 6.13. Last 2 games for Edmonton, I've gone over the total, and the Habs are now on a 3-game losing streak. And looking at their over-under record on the season, 25 overs, 29 unders, where Edmonton, funny enough, even though they got a lot of firepower in that lineup, they've played mostly under games this season, 22 overs, 31 unders on the season. All right, last game of the night will be in Beantown between the Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders. Islanders winning 5-1 in their last game against the New Jersey Devils. And for Boston, they're coming up a 5-4 loss to the New York Rangers. Boston not looking right this year at all. It's like the Celtics. Something in Boston, Celtics, Bruins, they're just too inconsistent. They go on these spurts of winning and then they lose to teams they should be beating, right? Now, looking at the line in this one, 167 for Boston in this one. Over under at 5.5. Forecast going to lean with the Boston Bruins on the computer pick. 2.96, 2.57, the over-under at 5.53. And looking at both teams, no records to streaks to talk about. They're both on 1 day's rest. My line on this game was minus 217 for Boston, but I also had the Islanders at minus 171, and I think that's where your value lies tonight in Boston. All right, there you have it. That's the NHL previews and predictions for a Monday, a manic Monday. May 10th. Hopefully you guys have yourself a great rest of your night. As always, shop for value. Play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly here with another Raymond Report. Also, before I go, don't forget, check out my picks at hockeypicks.com and check out the leaders' picks. They are hot, hot, hot.